Good afternoon, everybody. One more day of the market, Thursday. Bank Nifty expiry today, and this is a tough market to trade. How you trade a market like this, and for an intraday trader and a swing trader, this market is always a challenge. Let's say you went short yesterday, and today the market gapped up and it goes up. So now you see this market gapped up. This is how this market is gapped up. We had this scam of PNB yesterday, and scam is never a good news. And now it moved up. Fine, guys. Before I explain, let me book some. Okay. It is very important to book the profits, but it's equally important to book the losses. Most people don't understand that booking losses is as important as booking profits. Let me get out of this one, especially when you know that the market is not going according to you. I see in the end some recoveries coming. Let me go to the other account, and here also I have positions. This also I'll take off. Do not hesitate to get out when you know the tide has turned against you. Instead of going down and filling the gap, I just saw the market in the end is moving up. So the six nifties that I had in a short positions, I've written some nifties. I saw that they were in small losses at this point, but if I do not take a timely action, it won't change the fact that my small loss can become a big loss. So getting out is extremely important. Let me just take off my stop losses. We have taken it out from here, and if I go to the other one, as I said, I trade two accounts, one for options, one for regular ones. So here we have finished all this. So this is how I have finished, 13,000 rupees of profit in futures, 6,225 rupees of profit. It is in stocks. So 6,225 plus 13,428 plus in this account. I was not doing anything in the cash, and I was working in the future. 17,515, 17515. That is 37,168. So this is how I'm finishing my day. 37,168, and this is again a medium profit day that I have finished with. Let's analyze the index after that, see how the market is going on. And this month so far now, this is my 10th straight winning day, 11 winning days in total. So it has become 296,089. 296,089. So about a 29% profit has happened so far in my intraday and my swing trading. This is different from portfolios. Portfolios are entirely different. In my directional neutral trading, I'm making about 11% this month. So let's understand the market now. Let's see what the market is doing, how is it going. Understanding the ATR is very important. ATR is the average true range, which tells us in what range the market is moving on. You have to understand the levels very well. You have to understand the retracement wells, and you have to understand your ATRs well, because this market is like a wave. It will go up, it will come down, and you have to understand where the up wave is likely to turn down and the down wave is likely to turn up. In last, I think 2 or 3 videos back, I was talking about escorts, and we have made a good money in escorts after that. So this was the exhaustion gap that I was talking about. That this is a very nice way to identify an expensive stock once it has started turning back, when the wave has started turning on the downward side. And this was the gap that was identified. And since then, every day we take a short trade in escorts, fundamentally expensive stock. And you see here, it is already giving us good money. Similarly, it was the same logic we had in Amber, the IPO, and it, after the first 3 days of operator-driven move, it is gradually sinking down, and every day you can make money in this. Am I taking any positions till tomorrow? No. I see the market for the moment very volatile. It gaps up, gaps down, and in the last few days, the gap ups are more, and this is how they are exiting the tops. As I said, I'm expecting selling to come in the next 1 to 2 months, at least till 31st March. So every rally becomes the opportunity to go short here. So let's understand this market here. So this is the market now consolidating. Consolidating for what? Consolidating for a down move. And this market became extremely expensive here, somewhere around this level, a PE of about 27.5, almost sustainable PE. Then it started coming down, and downtrend established, indecisive, very indecisive, and bam, it went down, gap down, more down, tried to go up and fill the gap. And since then, it has been consolidating in this triangle. It has been consolidating in this triangle. ATR of the market has increased almost by 100% in the last few days. And only a person who knows how to understand the volatility. In fact, in the last few days, I'm using mostly the options data to understand the market, because even charts will not be good enough, because the big players are working on the options here. So this is a triangle that I'm seeing with a continuous downward pressure. And if I see this is breaking below this level, this can be a good target. If it starts moving down, this is where this up move started from. So this was the start of the up move. And on the downside, this can be a good target. The place from where it went up is always a good target from where to which it can come down. And we have to watch the market very closely when it comes, because this is a level where it has been before, once, twice, 3 times, and the 4th time it is coming on this level, and level is not strong. It has been hammered again and again. And by any chance, if it breaks down this level, there are so many levels on the downward side. One of them is right here, where the market came and started rising from there. So we had the market breathing, out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, and the in breath. So understand the market, understand the stocks, understand their volatilities, their ATRs, how they retraced, how they go down, and all of this is on the chart. You do not have to listen to any news. You do not have to have any insider information. You do not have to depend on anybody. One thing I know is, if you understand properly these candles, in my classes, I train the traders thoroughly on price action first. without any oscillators, without any indicators. I said, if you do not know how to read these candles, you know, and you fall into the trap of strategies and methods and that a great way to make money, you'll only lose money in this market. In the end, this market is about risk management, money management, understanding your psychology, and reading these charts properly, finding the mismatch between the fundamentals of the company and the technicals of a. If I'm looking at the Bank Nifty has been weaker than the Nifty. You see here, Bank Nifty has actually been more weak than the Nifty. And it is not surprising since banks had overshot. They had gone too much up. And now on the downside, they are going down faster. They're actually going down faster. So, if it breaks down this levels, this can be a good level where it can come down to. Look at this downside that we are seeing, 23,989. People ask me, so is it possible to become a full-time trader? I said, of course, it is very much possible. Is it possible to make money consistently? So this is what I say. This is, and these are all the trades I have put up on YouTube for 5 continuous days. So this is 10 lakh rupees of capital, 26,000. 96,000, 43,000, 9,000, 12,000, 8,000, 10,000, and today 37,168. It is possible. But now I need to be very careful in the coming days, because since I'm making continuous profits, then the chances of me having a bad day are increasing, because nobody can be profitable forever. So from tomorrow onwards, I have to maybe, cut down on my position size, take the market a little more carefully, and maybe I'll think over it. Maybe I can take a day off. I say, okay, I have made enough money, and maybe I can take a day off from the market. So sectors are also, and the selling is overall. You see, autos have been selling off. Commodities has been selling off, consumption is selling off, energy is selling off, infra is selling off. IT has been one of the strongest sector, but this one is also selling off now. Media selling off. Metals has been a relatively stronger sector in this market. MNCs has been selling off, pharma has been selling off, private banks are selling off, PSCs are selling off. PSU banks are selling off. And you see, banks have gone down. And this PSU bank, let's look at PNB before I close. And we saw PNB after the scam news, it has just gone down. Imagine somebody who has bought it here is crying now. And it was never a buy. These public sector banks, therefore their fundamentals were bad. Their non-performing assets were zooming in, moving up. And now this is what it has already come down from 160 to 126. And if selling persists, it can go further down. This can be a level. If people perceive this as a very bearish stock, it can even come down to 114 rupees. But for the moment, it has come on this support. Let's see tomorrow whether it is able to break the support decisively on the downward side or not here. So market closing about 50 points plus. As I said, tough market to trade. But as you can see, even in this market, I've been able to make about 37,000 rupees. Imagine if you can make a 37,000 rupees in this market. When the market becomes trending, how much money you will make here. People curse sideways market. They say they are very boring. They don't give any money. The stop loss hits on a continuous basis. But I always say the sideways market are your best friends, because all your analysis will be tested on the sideways market. And if you are able to handle this kind of sideways market, and this one is not even a sideways, this one is a volatile sideways market which has moved almost 120 points up and down. That's a shaky and a violent market. And in this market, to make money, you will get so much confidence that when the market becomes trending, it will be very, very easier to follow your rules into the market. So just 1 minute left. Would I like to take any position till tomorrow looking at this market? Looking at the last few candles, I'm actually tempted, to take a future because the way the market is going in the last few candles, I won't mind shorting a Nifty in the end and taking it till tomorrow. Okay. And now just a few seconds left. So I have one Nifty I have shorted and I'm taking it till tomorrow. Yes. Rest I have booked about 37,000 rupees into this market. And we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Friday. And let's see whether the market sells off or remain consolidated. But for the moment, there is a selling pressure on this market. As the price goes up, selling persists into this market here. So take care, work with stop losses, and take control in your own hands. All the best and see you soon.